Hey friends, what's up? Philip here, and I just had one of the most incredible lounge experiences of my life, and I want to share it with you. So come with me as we discuss the American Express Centurion Lounge in Atlanta. For those of you that have been following along to these videos, we flew out of Atlanta for England, London specifically, and so on that we decided we had some extra time to kill, so we decided to go ahead and visit the Centurion Lounge in Atlanta. And so this is American Express's largest lounge so far. They are planning a rather large lounge in Boston, I believe, that will be opened within the next year or two. But anyway, so the largest lounge in Atlanta was really a treat. So first of all, let's talk about access, right? So how do you get into the American Express Centurion Lounge? So how you get into that is you hold the American Express our Platinum card. You could also hold the Centurion card as well, something I don't currently have. And so those are your options. So now if you have the Platinum card, you can bring up to, I think, two guests for $50 a piece. However, if the people that you're traveling with have an authorized user card, so the one that you pay for, that comes with free unlimited access to the Centurion Lounges on its own. So I went ahead and I was flying out on a Sunday afternoon, and now on a Sunday afternoon, apparently it is a little on the busier side. So when we were actually getting in the shuttle from the rental car place to the main airport hangar, I noticed that there was a check-in line. So there was a way to add yourself to the wait list, and so I decided to go ahead and do that. I kind of tried to finesse the timing a little bit, but unfortunately for me at the time, the wait list wasn't actually that long, and the reason that was bad is because they told me while we were going through security that I had 10 minutes to get to the next concourse and into the Centurion Lounge, something definitely was not able to do. Although the clear and the TSA pre-check did kind of help a little bit, I was still about 5 minutes late from where I should have been. So I had to re-add myself to the wait list. And that one took a little bit longer. It was about, I think, 12-ish minutes. And they have a nice little kind of waiting area outside of the lounge that I was able to sit in with my wife. And then once it was to our time, we were able to go in. So we actually just went up to the front check-in desk, and that was very nice. My wife just had to swipe her card, and then you have to scan your boarding pass. It has to be a departure flight leaving at least no more than 3 hours from your arrival time into the lounge. And so one of the great things about this lounge, so right after you leave the counter, you walk in, there's this really cool picture of a dog with the American Express on it. I'm not sure how the two are related, but it's a cool picture. You can see it up here. And anyway, so that was kind of a cool thing. They have basically a couple different ways that you can go from the check-in counter. So when you turn and like you're entering the lounge, you can go this way, and then that actually goes to one of the two terraces. So this was a little bit more private away from the airport. It's a little bit quieter. But then you can also go into kind of the main lounge, and we'll talk about that as well. But then there's also kind of like a smaller kind of living roomy kind of area with couches and individual reading tables and things like that. So we decided to go into the main lounge, and so you can actually see there's an olive tree directly inside, and it's really something, honestly, when you're in there. I've seen it on video. It's definitely something else entirely to watch it in person. And so it's quite kind of a full lounge. So we had to work a little bit to find some seats, but the seats when we got there were very comfortable. I was able to get drink number one pretty quickly because there's actually two bars there. There's one that specializes just in whiskeys, and then there's another bar that's just for everything else. And so I was able to get a specialty drink. I forgot which one off the top of my head. It was something fruity with gin. It's quite delicious. And then so we had that, and I was able to enjoy some of the food. They actually had chicken thighs with tomato and oregano that were quite nice. They had some yellow rice and some other options as well. Loved the food. I honestly I have to say in particular. So as someone who, has been to more than his fair share of buffets, it's very easy to get dried out chicken on a buffet. And it was definitely nowhere close to being dried out. So I don't know what they're doing, but that is, they're doing it right. Maybe it's just the fact that everyone's there and everyone's eating the food, so it never has time to get old. But anyway, so they also had a really cool little bar area where you serve yourself. So they had a couple different coffee machines that were pretty easy to understand. Then they also had a little dessert tray that had like little kind of like desserts and like bread pudding, stuff like that. And then next to that, there was a a water and a spicy water. So well, that's our term for bubbly water, right? So our soda water. And but they also had some flavored syrup, so you could put flavored syrup in with the soda water, and that was actually quite enjoyable and refreshing as well. But now we have to talk about it. And so when I think about it, that kind of makes sense, right? Atlanta, just deep south, right? Sweet tea at the American Express Lounge in Atlanta was incredible. It was perfectly brewed, it was perfectly sweetened. If you were looking for one of the best Southern sweet teas, you need to head to the American Express Centurion Lounge. It was truly something incredible. So the bathrooms were pretty nice, incredibly private, very well maintained as well. So that was an incredible experience. And then there was also another reading area kind of off to the edge. And I was able to kind of go in there and calm down for a little bit. They did have a rather expansive family room, but that was currently being in use by a rather large family. And so they were really getting the benefits from that. So anyway, then I have to say I went to the whiskey bar as well, where I got a mint julep. And you can see that in front of you right now. That was truly incredible experience. The bartender was really nice, very inquisitive, chatty. Got to talking a little bit about coming to England and things like that. It's just a great experience overall. And in fact, everyone was incredibly nice. When after I ate, the plate was on my table for less than 2 minutes before someone was by to pick it up. Everyone was just incredibly nice, very well staffed. It's just an incredible experience, honestly, and it kind of set the tone for the entire flight because I was happy, a little tipsy, and I was all ready for my 7.5 hour flight to England in premium economy. So anyway, thanks for joining me on this experience. Hope you get to join the American Express Centurion Lounge. But I wanted to leave you with one key thought. So when I was talking to the bartender, she said that basically between the hours of 1 through 4, most days, it gets kind of busy. And now she said this was kind of busy. So kind of busy was about a 10 to 15 minute wait on the wait list. That doesn't sound so bad, at least in comparison to some of the other lounges I've heard of in Las Vegas or Denver, where there could be a lot of people. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And also she said that Saturdays, for some reason, are kind of not as busy. So I guess that Saturday, not a big travel day. So if you are looking for kind of a less crowded lounge experience, then Saturday could be your option, or earlier in the day. But anyway, thanks for joining me. And please, once again, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.